And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Monday live stream where I answer your questions about cell phone plans to help you save as much money as possible. Before we dive into it today, we actually have a bunch of questions. We got to welcome the people who are here. We've got Black Pill Content. Hello. Hello. Great to see you here. Vorgavel is here. Great to see you. Kevin is here. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Good evening, Kevin. Thank you for tuning in. Aaron Joseph is here. Aaron, see your question. We'll get to that in just a moment. Taylor is here. Taylor, great to see you. We'll get to that in just a moment. We've got Big Tank 77 in the house. Hello, my man Stetson. Hello, Big Tank. Great to see you here. Kyle Crow is here. Hey, Stetson. Hey, everyone. We've got Nick tuning in. Nick, great to see you here. I need to say big on your cell phone line. Tune into Stetson Doggett. It's live stream time. Let's go. Let's go indeed. It is live stream time. We've got Uncle Blue here. Stetson, what is up, bro? Should I leave my beloved US Mobile $44 plan for simplicity or total? Whew. Man, you guys are already coming in with the questions. We've got Max tuning in. 20 is the new 25. Only a matter of time before it becomes a standard and not a one-off promo. We shall see, Max. We shall see. Godzilla Tube is here. Great to see you. A big dog time. That's correct. That's correct. We've got Silent X1. Great to see you here. Ron is here. Hello. Welcome. NYRD, new total wireless plan. Kind of. We'll get to that in a moment. John Mitchell is here. Hello. Hope you're having a good evening. John, I hope you're having a good evening as well, wherever you are in the world. Probably the United States somewhere based on your profile picture. Photonic Cody. Hey, Stetson. Hey, Photonic Cody. Hope you're doing well. Juan. Hey, bro. I'm in Sterling, Colorado. You think it's better to go with visible? That's a great question. I'll star that, and we'll get back to that in just a moment. TC Tom, hello. Great to see you here. Jack is tuning in. All right. I think we caught up. That's a lot of people. You guys are here. So great to see everyone. We, of course, have to start off with Taylor's question. Taylor, thank you so much for your generosity and support, helping me do what I do here on the channel. Hi, Stetson. What is your opinion on T-Mobile moving to 36-month financing instead of 24 months? Guess some people switched to it expecting a lower bill, but got an increase instead. Also, they got rid of that better value plan. That is interesting information. So what has happened? T-Mobile launched 2.0 versions of their plans. And if we pull up T-Mobile's website here and we go to plans, unlimited phone plans, you can see they updated their plans. Big difference is now all of the plan names have 2.0 in the title. So we've got Experience Beyond 2.0, Experience More 2.0, Essentials 4-line offer 2.0, and these will kind of vary depending on how many lines you have. And what I mean by that is if we do, I think it's like 1 line, that's where you're going to have the Essentials Saver. There it is, the Essentials Saver as an option, as opposed to the proper Essentials plan. You can, of course, scroll down and click See More Plans, and that's where you'll get that regular Essentials 2.0 plan. In my opinion, makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why they don't just like fix the pricing of Essentials, because it's literally the same plan as Essentials Saver, but is what it is. Anyway, so these plans are out 2.0. What's different? Genuinely, I think the plans are the same. My understanding is the only difference is exactly what Taylor is asking about. You can now get 36-month financing. So why would T-Mobile do this? Well, phones are getting more expensive, right? Let's take a look at the phones here. We'll do cell phones. Let's do the Z Fold 8. That's the one that I'm most interested in at the moment. This is I think it's an $1,800 phone. Yeah. Here we go. It is, excuse me, it is a $1,900 phone, right? And there is a big difference between how you choose to finance this. Ironically, the best way to show this is actually on Verizon's website. So we'll do Verizon Z Fold. Are we on the 8? Z Fold 8. That's what I thought. Boom. And the reason it's easy on Verizon's website is they give us the new customer. I really want to finance it. Here we go. More payment options. Boom. All right. So you can see, yes, perfect. 24-month financing. This is what T-Mobile used to offer. And for this particular device, that would break out to about $60 per month. Okay. Now, meanwhile, AT&T and Verizon, they've been doing the 36-month financing game. So instead of $60 a month, it would only be $40 a month. Okay. And in Verizon's case, they now offer a 48-month financing agreement, which is insane. Yeah, what is that? 4 years of financing a phone? That might be too long, but it drops the price to just $30 a month. So I think with T-Mobile, they needed to make their bills seem lower, right? And how do you do that? You spread out the total cost of the device over a longer time horizon, and that is going to make the total bill lower. I think this is actually a good thing. It makes the total bill lower. I think 3 years is the preferred timeline to upgrade your device. I think that's generally the best sort of value for dollar, where you have your phone, you use it for a long period of time, then you're ready to upgrade. The upgrade feels more substantial, and typically a 3-year-old device is still eligible for those top tier trade-in credits. And we can see that on T-Mobile's website, C4 promotions. You can get it on us on the Experience Beyond plan. What's going to be eligible? Basically, the top of the line phones here go back to the iPhone 14 Pro, and that's going to be 3 years old. So that's perfect. If you have a 3-year-old phone, you're still getting the top tier trade-in deals. So overall, I do think it's better. If you're a tech enthusiast, going with the 24-month option remains the better choice. And you're going to want to do that because I believe you'll still get the, wait, did they make it so you have to do, oh my God, wait, hold up. This is news to me. They just changed everything. Wait, T-Mobile is done. It looks like they're done with the 24-month financing terms. Oh, that's awful. I was like, oh, this is a good idea. No, this is awful. Because before, you got the same amount of trading credit, right? With the old plans, you would still get the $1,900 off, but this would just be applied over 2 years, which was a way better deal. Even if your monthly payment on the device was a little bit higher, the deal mechanics were way better because you could upgrade every 2 years, and that was phenomenal. Now it looks like you have to upgrade every 3 years. That's genuinely awful. Yeah, no, that's terrible. I am surprised people are reporting their bill is going up. Not sure why that would be the case. So I guess it would probably vary based on the person and how, like, what they were switching to, what they had before, and why that might be happening. But yeah, dang. So wait, this is all horrible news for T-Mobile. T-Mobile literally becoming the carrier. They removed the 24-month financing, making everyone upgrade every 3 years. And they got rid of the better value plan, which was a great plan, right? And that was if you had 3 or more lines. So if we do plans, unlimited phone plans, before, if you had, it was 3 or more lines, you could get the better value plan. And now it's simply not here. Gone. Poof. Wow. I guess it's working though, right? Like, people must be signing up for this because otherwise T-Mobile wouldn't be doing it. That stinks. Now they really are just like they're a big carrier. Yeah. I'll have to update the phone plan calculator site. Oops, this is the family page. Phone plan calculator, the project I've been working on to help you figure out the best way to upgrade to the new phone, depending on how often you upgrade. This actually factored in for T-Mobile the fact that you could get a new phone every 2 years. And it made it a really great option if you like to upgrade every 2 years, or you wanted that newer device a little bit sooner. Or even if you upgraded every single year, after just 1 year, 50% of your phone would be paid off, versus AT&T and Verizon, only a third of your phone would be paid off. So yeah, that's definitely a bummer. I was initially optimistic, but now it's terrible. So Taylor, appreciate your support. I hope that helps. Curious what you guys think about T-Mobile's big changes. All right, we got a interesting. What's up is saying my bill is going from 105 to 90 with Essentials 2.0, 4 lines. Oh, is that a different pricing maybe? Essentials 4-line offer. All right, what's up? I have no idea how you're getting that because clearly list price is $100, but hey, savings are savings. SW1518 is saying, I left T-Mobile a year ago and signed up with Mint during their 50% off promo. That's ending on the 7th next month. I think I'm going to go with US Mobile or whatever is on sale. SW, lucky for you, a lot of plans are on sale right now. It is a great time to be shopping for cell phone plans. A big 10K says I got my pistachio color and love it so far. That's great. Remind me, the phone, was this a Z Fold that you got? I feel like last week that's what we were looking at. It was like on Swappa or something. Curious for the details there. RG Priani, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Buying unlocked is always worth it, even if it costs more. The truth is, it actually genuinely costs less most of the time. In fact, I would have to update the family plans here. I mean, you can see for one line, right? Back market, even just doing straight Apple unlocked, most affordable option for 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, and 5 lines, but you'd have to hit that $25 price point. Thankfully, that's getting way easier these days with the deals that are going on. I actually just made a video today on the best unlimited plans that you can get for $20 a line a month or less. And I mean, we can quickly give them a shout out right now. First, we have to talk about, no, I don't want to sign into Total Wireless. We have to talk about Total Wireless. For some reason, Total has dropped the price of their Total Max 5G Bring Your Own Device plan. This actually used to be $25 a month, and they have now dropped it to just $20 a month. The plan is stacked. It's an incredible value. The best month-to-month plan on the market right now. Next, we got to give a shout out to Visible. Visible is running a deal on their Visible Plus Pro plan, and it's the best deal of the year. We've only seen them offer this a couple times. It's 50% off their Visible Plus Pro plan. This is the best of the best, right? You're getting unlimited priority data, 4K video streaming, unlimited hotspot at 15 megabits per second, superb international features, 24 international day passes included and available immediately, $15 a month off the home internet service. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, and you're getting a free smartwatch line. Where is that listed? Is that listed anywhere? No. Here we go. Oh, it's funny. It's highlighted, and for some reason, I just didn't read it. Smartwatch service included. Fantastic deal. All right. Ravenfire, I see your question. We're going to cover the last 2 plans, and then we will dive into that. Last 2 plans. US Mobile. Oops. Here we go. US Mobile. Their plan is incredible. Unlimited starter, $16.60 a month. This is an annual plan, though, and worth noting, right? Visible annual plan upfront for the year, and then after that first year, going back to the regular pricing. Same with US Mobile, annual plan, $200 upfront for the year, then goes back to the regular pricing. The starter plan, is this on my website on the homepage? Yes, perfect. Normally $25 a month, so the fact that you're getting it for $16.60 a month, great deal. Truly unlimited high-speed data. It is deprioritized QCI 8. I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. 20 gigs of high-speed hotspot, 4K video streaming. And the annual version actually does include the international options. So monthly, you have to pay to add these on. Annual plan, you get them included for free. That's going to be free international calling to over 200 countries. You're getting 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 1 gig in Canada and Mexico. And you're getting 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 1 gig while traveling abroad, I think in about 80-ish countries. So really good for $16.60 a month. Last plan on sale right now that someone was just talking about, the Mint Mobile Unlimited plan. Fantastic plan, $15. Just a phenomenal value on the T-Mobile network. This one's on the homepage as well. Again, regularly $30. You're getting it for $15 for your first year. After that first year, it's renewing at the regular price. Deprioritized, 20 gigs of hotspot, 480p video streaming, Not great, not the best, but still plenty usable, I think, on your phone. And of course, you can get 4K streaming simply by using a VPN. A little bit weaker in the international department. You are not getting international texting. You do get international calls, but only to Canada and Mexico. You're getting 3 gigs per day in Canada and the option to roam in Mexico for $5 a day. And then there is an add-on for roaming internationally. They do have a couple international add-ons. Not necessarily the best, not the worst, but they will work if you are traveling abroad. So those are some of the best plans right now. They're currently under $20 a month. Just did a video on that today. So if you're interested, consider checking that out. All right, Ravenfire, thank you so much for your generosity and support. The Apple Card T-Mobile workaround still works with the 17E and activating on visible. Thanks, Stetson. Ravenfire, that is what I'm talking about. That is why I'm happy to hear. We have seen a lot of people in this chat watching the live stream saying, hey, Apple has patched the ability to get or finance an unlocked iPhone, especially with the new release of the Apple leasing program. But it turns out that is not the case. And Ravenfire here pointing that out. You can still go to Apple's website and you can still either finance with Apple Card or now do the Apple lease program and get an unlocked phone. Ironically, it only works with 3 models of iPhone. So let me, again, just quick refresher here. It's getting to the point where we talk about this enough. I should make a dedicated video on it. So this specific method will work for the iPhone 17e, the iPhone Air, the iPhone 17 Pro, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And again, all you're doing, you're going in here, buying your iPhone, configuring it exactly how you'd like it. I will mention now is a horrible time to be buying a new iPhone because the new ones are coming out in September. So please do not do this. Wait until September. But if you were to do it, you configure everything you want. And then when you get to the buy option, this is where you can choose how you want to pay for it. If you want to finance it with Apple Card, you will need the Apple Card already. So if you have that, go for it. Click on Apple Card and then go ahead and click T-Mobile. You can also click Verizon. It doesn't really matter. And then go ahead and place your order. You're going to be good to go. The phone ships unlocked. You can actually see right here, Apple says, will you get an unlocked iPhone? When you purchase an iPhone at Apple by paying in full or financing with an Apple financing option, you'll receive an unlocked model that you can use with any carrier. The reason this workaround works is when you go to place your order, you don't actually have to verify your AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon account. Okay, you're just able to place the order. The phone arrives unlocked. If you wanted to lease it, same deal. All you're going to do is instead of selecting that finance option, you select the lease option, and then you can select if you want to do that 12 month lease term, or you can do the 24-month. And then again, select, I would encourage you to do either T-Mobile or Verizon. I guess it doesn't really matter, but that's what I would do. And no Apple Care, and you can just check out and you're good to go. And this theoretically will work for the new 18 series of iPhones coming out in September. So iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, the iPhone Air 2, and then I guess in like March of next year, the iPhone 18e or whatever that one is. So that is how you can still finance an unlocked iPhone if you so chose from Apple directly. Okay, now we got to answer some other questions I said I would answer from earlier in the stream. All right, Aaron was asking, hello, is 20 the new $25? What do you think keeps more people from these great plans? Aaron, great question. We had just actually talked about all of these great plans here on the stream, right? The all-star lineup right now, Total Wireless, Visible, US Mobile, and Mint, just 4 of the best plans available on AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. I think likely some hesitation around coverage, features, network quality. I think a lot of people have this perception that priority data will give you a way better experience. And in some locations, that is 100% absolutely correct. But I think for most people, most of the time, you're not going to notice it. Like I know in my area, priority on T-Mobile simply does not matter. Mint is going to be a fantastic option and definitely one that I would recommend to all of my friends and neighbors here in Longmont. So I think that's one reason people might not know about these plans. So definitely if you have friends, like ask them what plan they're on. Like I know my friends, they're all on their family plans, right? And their families are not switching. they're not watching my videos. So definitely consider sharing the videos and letting more people know about it. But yeah, it really is a phenomenal value. If you haven't tried it, I think that's the thing too, right? Like it's so easy to switch your cell phone plan that you should just go ahead and like, why not try it for 3 months or yeah, do a free trial or test out a different MVNO. Like the worst thing that the worst thing that happens is your phone number gets stuck in like a number porting situation. That's a disaster, but that is very unlikely. Like worst case scenario, you try it for a couple months and it's maybe a little bit slower than you were expecting and you switch back, right? Like it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I would do that. So I'm just looking at the next question that came in. Kevin, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Why is Google Fi an overpriced MVNO? Kevin, fantastic question. I think there are two, maybe three key reasons for this. Number one is going to be branding and positioning. When you're in the MVNO space, your price partially dictates what other plans consumers are comparing you against, right? So let's take a look at Google Fi and their overpriced plans. When we go to Google Fi's website and we're looking at the plans here, the three main ones are the unlimited plans. Oops, I'm zooming in on the wrong window here. Unlimited Essentials, Unlimited Standard, and Unlimited Premium. $35, $50, and $65 per month. These are crazy expensive, especially when you consider $35 only gets you 30 gigs of high-speed data, and we were just looking at a plan that gives you truly unlimited data for just $20 a month. So Google Fi, naturally more expensive, or I mean, even a better comparison is Mint Mobile, $15 for unlimited data for that first year. So why this expensive? Part of the reason is this gets customers to cross-shop Google Fi with the big carriers, right? Like not as many people, I think, are comparing Google Fi versus Visible or Google Fi versus Mint Mobile. I think more people are comparing Google Fi versus Verizon, Google Fi versus AT&T, or Google Fi versus T-Mobile. And when you look at the starting prices for one line, I mean, let's go one line on T-Mobile, right? $50, $85, and $100 per month. Can you believe that? $50, $85, and $100 a month. All of a sudden, $35, $50, and $65 a month, like $65 a month for the top tier unlimited premium plan. All of a sudden, that sounds really good, right? That doesn't sound like a bad value. So that's brand perception. Google wants their plans to be compared against the other MNOs, and they want the higher prices to feel like you're getting something more premium. Number two, the plans themselves are genuinely a little bit more premium. So Google Fi is the only MVNO that offers QCI6 priority data on the T-Mobile network. What does this mean? Well, when you go to sign up for a plan from T-Mobile directly, the only two plans, let me rephrase that. The only four plans, five, we'll figure out how many plans there are, but the only plans that give you priority data on the T-Mobile network, and this is true QCI6 priority data, are Experience More, Experience Beyond, and then the prepaid plans. Let's pull those up. T-Mobile prepaid. Boom. All right, prepaid plans. It is, yes. So I'm actually not 100% sure about starter monthly. I think so. I think it is. I think these are all priority. Starter monthly, unlimited and unlimited plus monthly. All of these come with 50 gigs of true premium data. And then you have some of the lower data tier plans as well that also come with QCI6 priority data. But outside of this, Google Fi is the only other option, right? All the other T-Mobile MVNOs, right? If we go to bestphoneplans.net, let's go to plans, filter these by the T-Mobile network. US Mobile, all deprioritized. Ultra Mobile, deprioritized. Mint Mobile, deprioritized. Flex Mobile, deprioritized. We've got all of those same brands again. Red Pocket, deprioritized. Ting is going to be deprioritized. Good to Go Mobile. They actually had like some issues. I hope they're doing okay. Smartless Mobile, deprioritized. Tello, deprioritized. Helium Mobile, deprioritized. The Connect plan, this one is prioritized. But all of the other MVNOs are deprioritized. So I think paying for that premium network access is another factor as to why Google Fi is a little bit more expensive. They do need to pay T-Mobile more money directly for that priority access. And then number 3, my guess is, they want to appear premium. Maybe it's to help cover the international roaming and stuff. I guess my number 3 would be the device deals. And this kind of relates back to wanting to compete with the big carriers. You can see, let's do the Z Fold 8 again. They do 0% financing. Do they do deals? I feel like they had phones. Offers. How about offers? Boom. Here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. So Google Fi is doing up to $1,300 off the new Samsung Galaxy Z series. They're doing a free Pixel 10. Horrible time to be getting a Pixel 10. The Pixel 11 comes out in 2 days, so definitely hold off on that one. $250 off a Motorola Razr 2026. $950 off a Galaxy S26 Ultra with $300 off instantly. The plans are priced to accommodate the phone deals, whether you're getting the phone deals or not. And that's also a reason why we see Google Fi offering pretty competitive rates if you do bring your own device. So I think for this specific, at the time of this stream, you can get 50% off for 12 months when you bring a Google Pixel phone. There's a previous offer where you got 75% off and you could just bring your own device. But this means, like, if you bring your device, you're not doing the phone deal. So Google doesn't need to bundle that into the price, and they can offer that deal instead. So those are basically the 3 reasons why Google Fi is an overpriced MVNO. I highly encourage people to go elsewhere. I mean, I feel like we pull it up on the live stream a lot, but the Mint deals are insane right now, especially with their phones. Buy a new phone for Mint. Galaxy S26 on us, okay? Like, crazy good deal. Looks like most of it is out of stock except for Sky Blue. Unlimited data, $180. You get the phone. $580 for the phone and a year of service. And this isn't a mid-tier device. This is a flagship level phone. Such a great value. So I would definitely consider doing Mint over Google Fi. The cost of Google Fi's plans just ends up being so expensive that it's more expensive in the long run. So I hope that's helpful. Jordan, Stetson, you need better friends like us. Jordan, I appreciate you. You guys are great friends. Always showing up every Monday. You guys are the real MVP, so thank you. G. Prani, for the iPhone 14 Pro with new battery, worth buying the 17 Pro now or wait for the 18 Pro, buying unlocked with 50%. Apple Friends and Family discount reselling on Swappa. I think you already know the answer to this. I think the move is to wait, okay? If you're upgrading for a new device, it's always so fun to get the new iPhone. At least for me, if I got the 17 Pro now, I would immediately feel buyer's remorse next month when the new phones came out, right? And the new phones are going to have the new colors, the better cameras, the faster processors, which we don't need because Gmail only opens so fast on your phone. It's going to be a phenomenal device. And I think it's worth it to just wait, at least at the very least, see what it is, and then kind of decide from there. But that's what I would do. I would wait and then sell your old phone on Swappa and then buy the new one. That's what I would do. I love the new iPhones. Alex, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Looking for a cheaper plan for my mom and sister. Currently, they have the 55 plus T-Mobile plan. She travels often between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. Any options with Dominican Republic roaming? Wow, this is a more niche scenario where I think you might have to do some extra research, and we can do some right now on the best plans with those specific countries. Okay. What's coming to my mind, we've covered some of the best international roaming plans. I need to make an article about this. This comes up like every week. It's so good. Okay. Plans. Maybe I'll just put it on the homepage. That's what I'll do. Guys, should I do that right now? Might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. Okay. Hang on. Let's pull up the plans here. I guess let's refresh the website. It's not even, you guys can't even see the website that's not loading in the background. Not my website being slow again. No, be fast. Here, we'll pull up a new tab. Well, I guess it's taking forever. Oh, here we go. Wait, is this? Here it is. Perfect. All right, the best plans. So let's reset this. For international, I think you're going to want to do US Mobile, unlimited premium. Lightspeed is going to have more options than the other networks, but probably all of them will be just fine. Actually, no, you definitely want Lightspeed because that's T-Mobile, and I think that'll hopefully be better. You're going to want to check out Xfinity. If you have Xfinity internet in any capacity, the mobile select plan is superb. We got to give Total Wireless a shout out here. It's right. It's the Total Max 5G plan. That's going to come with superb roaming options. T-Mobile, forget. We can throw in Google Fi, but that's also expensive. $65 a month. I don't think that's going to be better than T-Mobile. And what else do we need? I think those are probably the best options. Let's go to compare. Maybe Verizon Simplicity. Kind of surprised to be recommending this, but we'll add it in. All right, compare. All right. First, we got to check. What is the cheapest plan here? It's going to be Total Max 5G. Verizon coverage, probably going to be decent here in the United States. And then we have to check roaming in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. So let's do Total Wireless roaming. See what they have cooking here. 140 countries. Can you give me the international roaming? Perfect. Let's check coverage. Is that right? North America, Mexico. All right, we have Puerto Rico. That's good. I guess the real question is, do we have the Dominican Republic, right? Here we go, Dominican Republic. All right. I mean, do we just call it there? Like, at the very least, I do think Total Wireless is probably worth trying. The BYOD deal is insane, and the plan is phenomenal. And the fact that it appears to support roaming is great. The roaming specifically is going to be 300 minutes. Here, I can actually scroll down and show you. International roaming, 300 minutes, unlimited texts, and 10 gigs in over 140 countries. So that is per month, and hopefully it would work pretty well for your mom and sister. Next, Xfinity. If you do get Xfinity, I'm like 90% sure they're going to include it. They support over 215 countries, unlimited minutes, unlimited texts, and 10 gigs in those supported countries. After 10 gigs, you're still getting unlimited data at 14 megabits per second, which is insane. If you have Xfinity, I'd almost encourage them to go with that over Total. I just think it might be a little bit better of a roaming experience. That's my guess. Next is US Mobile. $44 a month, starting to get up there in price. I mean, that's double the price of the Total Max plan, but still phenomenal. We got to check the countries though. So it's 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigs in 197 countries. But I want to make sure you're getting covered as you need to. So that is going to be features, international data. And we need to go ahead and do Lightspeed, Puerto Rico. Boom. That is included with unlimited premium. So all set there, right? And then Dominican Republic. Boom. Unavailable. All right. So that's going to cross out US Mobile from the list. You're not going to want to go from them or go with them. You're going to want to go away from them is what you're going to want to do. Let's actually remove that one. Xfinity. You know what? Let's double check Xfinity as well. Boom, international plans, check destinations. Where are we going? We're going to Puerto Rico. 0 results. What? What? Okay. Okay, Dominican Republic. They don't support Puerto Rico? That's crazy. Huh. Well, that probably will cross off Xfinity from the list. I take back everything I just said. Boom. Gone. So far, Total Wireless is crushing it. Google Fi, probably too expensive in my opinion. The fact that the roaming is included is nice, but $65 a month I think is pricey. And then calling isn't included. That leaves Verizon Simplicity. And there might be an AT&T plan that's better, but what I like about Verizon is they do packages of $10 for 3 days, which I think could totally work here and could be a good value. So that's something I would look at. Let's do, hang on, Verizon International roaming. I'm surprised by some of these. And maybe they do work, but the website is really bad. So Travel Pass, here we go. Is this a, okay, that was the button. Jeez. Here we go. That's good. 3 Travel Pass days for $10. Okay, okay. Do we get what countries are included? No. Awesome. Awesome. The thing we wanted? No. International monthly plan. Trip planner. Plan your trip. This is, I guess, what I want. Sign in? No. Without signing in. Why is this so ridiculous? Where are we going? Puerto Rico. Boom. You don't need to add international travel plan for this country as it's covered by your domestic service. Ho. Puerto Rico included, right? Or did I do Dominican Republic? I can't remember. Oh, I did Puerto Rico. Perfect. Next. All right. I don't think we need to do that. Yeah. So Puerto Rico is included. Dominican Republic is extra. Could be the move. Could be the move. $30 a line a month. Oops, sorry. Where was that? $30 a line a month if you bring your number. Could be worth looking at. Yeah, I hope that's helpful, Alex. If you have any questions, let me know. I think those are probably the best options. And definitely consider checking some other plans. See if they support the countries you're looking for. I'm trying to think if I know any other good ones, but I think those are probably the top ones. So I hope that's helpful. All right. Sonic Fanatic Ethan, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I heard the news about the Verizon outage happened. Yes, I think there was a Verizon outage. I don't think it was as bad as the recent T-Mobile outage. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. Appreciate your support. Let me know if you have any more questions on that. I don't really have any more information. All right. Packer Doug, is there a way to determine if a first floor apartment will get sufficient signal strength to support 5G home internet without a trial with the provider? The truth is no. The truth is no. Even like all of the coverage maps are really a carrier's best guess at signal propagation and performance, right? They are taking their knowledge of the tower, what bands are on the tower, how the antennas are tilted and angled, the terrain, the frequencies that are being broadcast, everything into consideration to try and make what I imagine is a predictive model of their cell coverage footprint. But the truth is there's no way to tell what real world performance will be like until you sign up with that provider. Now you can get a very good estimate by simply using your phone. So if you sign up, let's say you're looking for Verizon home internet, you could potentially do a free trial on Visible on your phone, see what speeds your phone is getting, and that's a pretty good correlation to what the likely performance will be on a 5G home internet gateway. Now, it is possible with certain gateways, right? I just did my Win Wireless review. Some gateways, in the T-Mobile gateway has this. I'm actually not sure if the Verizon gateway has this, but you can attach external antennas. And this can be an approach where if you're kind of on cell edge or basically at the edge of the radius of where a cell tower can reach, you can potentially attach external antennas on the outside of your building, point them at the tower, and they can help grab onto that signal and give you faster speeds and better performance. But in that first floor apartment scenario, there really is no way to tell without, getting a phone on like the Verizon, AT&T, or the T-Mobile network and actually running a test to see what performance is like. That's going to be your best indication. Or if your neighbors have it, or, shameless plug, if you go to CoverageMap.com, right, we have a crowdsourced map of all the cell coverage, and this is going to be a great way to check what performance is like, or you can check what signal strength is like with our new signal strength mapping. This is actually, this is so cool, you guys. This is all you, by the way. This is people driving around the United States just filling out signal mapping. Wow. All right. I'm going to get back to this in just a moment, but Packer Doug, to answer your question, if we flip over to download speeds, let's just zoom in, right? Like in some part of Denver, let's say you're going, Sloan's Lake is really nice. You have an apartment on Sloan's Lake. You click here, 151 megabits per second on T-Mobile. Probably okay. Probably acceptable for home internet. If you happen to live maybe in this area, you get a little bit better speeds. And I think if you're signed in, am I signed in right now? Yeah. We can zoom into the 0.1 kilometer, which will take a second to load. And then we'll load. Boom. And this will give you a more granular view on the exact data points. But again, all of this data comes from people running real world tests. And so it's just, can you outsource someone else running the real world test, or do you want to run it directly? It's better for you to run it directly is the answer. All right, we gotta check out the signal strength. I do have a really cool bit of news for the signal strength. So if we go to the signal strength map, we now have, wait for it. I think, is it here? No. Here? No. Somewhere. Is it here? Wait, okay, let me zoom out. Get a bigger square. Increase the likelihood. Oh, we're looking at T-Mobile, that's why. Haha. There it is. 28,000 megahertz, you guys. We can now map millimeter wave on Verizon with the background signal mapping. This is, I think, a phenomenal update. We were actually running into some challenges with this, but I can confirm it is now working. Is there a filter for it? No, unfortunately, there is not. So we will work on that portion of it, but it is being logged correctly in the most recent app update for the CoverageMap app. So if you're running tests and your phone connects to it, it should be there. I don't think I've been anywhere else that's had it. So really, really cool feature. I'm stoked by it. And shout out to everyone who is mapping out all of this cell coverage. Like, whoa, we got someone down here in Colorado Springs mapping out signal strength data. Look at all this. This is amazing. You guys are amazing. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, let's check out AT&T. Ooh, looks like the AT&T crowd centered a little bit more in the New England area. All right. And Texas. Texas, I think, is known for being excellent on AT&T. T-Mobile, genuinely impressed. All right, T-Mobile's making huge progress here. You guys are crushing it. And Verizon, also very impressive. This might be the biggest map, I think, of the bunch when it comes to signal strength. So super cool. And this is all available for Android for free for mapping stuff out. Yeah, but I was pretty stoked on millimeter wave. We have that fixed. So if you were like, where's the millimeter wave? Now you know. And I feel like while we're here, we got to give a shout out to the leaderboard winners right now. August 10th. All right. Still plenty of time to take the throne. No need to sweat it, but shout out to top 10, Daniel Kleps, $9, TX Republic 214, crushing it again. Oh, baby. Shout out to you. K in Texas, crushing it, 21,000 points. Speed Test Fiend, showing up, representing the name, 17,000 points. Ideal Andrew, Thank you. Shout out for the pro subscription, by the way. Appreciate you. Number 7, we've got Band Trap Lord, 16,000 points. Dragon, number 9. And Skyward Logic, number 10. Shout out to you guys. Still plenty of time to get on that leaderboard. But wow, I feel like I got to get out and get mapping. I don't even know where I am on here. Oof. Getting kicked off my own leaderboard. Not possible. Not possible. I'm going to be bringing the heat. All right. Some more super chats coming in. You guys are incredible. Kevin, thank you so much for your generosity and support. US Mobile allows multi-line network lines, multi-network lines? There, okay. US Mobile allows multi-network lines to use roaming. They could sign up for Lightspeed for their usage in Puerto Rico and Darkstar, or Warp for roaming in Dominican Republic. That is a fantastic bit of advice and could work really well if that US Mobile plan was in fact a good option. It did look like the okay, wait. Oh, maybe I didn't check it fully. So the Lightspeed network does not support Dominican Republic. Darkstar does support the Dominican Republic. And then Warp also supports Dominican Republic. So US Mobile, we should actually bring back. I was like, oh, Lightspeed supports the most countries. Obviously, that's a pick. No, wrong. Don't listen to me. Darkstar is the best. And then Warp, they all support Dominican Republic. And do they support Puerto Rico? Boom, supported and supported. So the answer is I was just wrong before. And you just sign up on Darkstar or Warp. Darkstar is AT&T. Warp is Verizon. I mean, go to CoverageMap, enter your location. Let's say you are in, let's do Colorado Springs. How about that? Boom. You can see what the coverage is like, but what I like to do is scroll down and see what the performance is like. T-Mobile and Verizon absolutely crush it. AT&T is bad. T-Mobile doesn't support the roaming you need, so that means the answer is Verizon in this particular city. So I hope that's helpful. That's how I'd probably go about narrowing that down. Green, should I get a Pixel 9 or 10A for a secondary phone? Let's check pricing. I think that's probably the answer here. We'll do back market first. See what the refurbished market is like. Pixel 9. It's just incredible. Pixel 9 unlocked 374. Fair. Yeah. I mean, if it's for a secondary phone, sometimes fair condition, totally usable. Otherwise, premium 446. That's not a bad deal. Let's see what we got for the Pixel 10A. 405. Honestly, pretty similar. Maybe Pixel 10A. If we do Swappa, we might actually be able to get some good deals here. Let's do Pixel 9. We're just deal shopping right now. Somebody lock my credit card up. Oh man, we're in the 300s. Say less. All right, this is all carriers though. Let's do unlocked. We're cooking unlocked. 375. Good condition. Yeah, why not? View listing. Gadget pickup. Gadget pickup, more like gadget hookup. Damn, this looks great. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of a scratch there, everybody. A little bit of a scratch on the screen. Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I would probably be fine with that, to be honest. Most of the time, when you turn the screen on, it becomes significantly less visible. Sometimes if you put a screen protector on the device, the adhesive from the screen protector will actually kind of fill in the scratch and it'll become less visible in accumulation. Plus, it's a secondary phone, so $375, not a bad deal for the Pixel 9. Let's go ahead and check out that Pixel 10A and see what that is going for. Very similar price, maybe a little bit more. I'd probably do that Pixel 9. I think that's the better move. So I hope that's helpful. All right. Jeswal K. Montiel. Hopefully I pronounced that close to correctly. Forgive me if not. What is the best plan for 4 lines, including 4 iPhones? Wow. Hitting me with the iPhone question. Well, I've done the math out on this. So let's see what past math has shown. All right, phoneplancalculator.com/family. This is part of the family video I did. If we do 4 lines, The cheapest options are buying last year's model refurbished on Back Market. The video I did was sponsored by Back Market, so they're featured pretty heavily here. Going unlocked and getting a $25 prepaid plan is also more affordable, but then you get into AT&T Value, AT&T Extra, T-Mobile Essentials, and Verizon Simplicity. Pretty, I was going to say significant. Is it significant? Yeah, it looks like AT&T Extra. So from this data point, the other factor is what tier device you get. If everyone wants the Pro Max iPhones, I think your options are, number one, just buy unlocked from Apple and go with the $20 prepaid plans or the $25 prepaid plans. Scoop up the deals we've been talking about. If you want Verizon coverage, we got Visible Plus Pro. If you want T-Mobile coverage, check out, Mint's plans that are on sale for 50% off. If you want any network, basically, go with US Mobile and their unlimited starter plan. Those are all going to be phenomenal. Even if you did want to do the monthly, these are still great prices. That's going to be one of the most affordable options from a prepaid carrier. If you wanted something a little bit more premium, or you wanted to go to the store, have someone help you get things set up, that's where it looks like going with AT&T. I would do AT&T Extra 2.0. This is a way better plan than Value 2.0, and I think worth the, what is that, $100, $115-ish, $120 extra. I think it's worth it over 3 years. So definitely worth it. Pro model iPhones, same thing. Base model iPhones, it shifts a little bit, but I think my core recommendation remains do the prepaid deals or do AT&T Extra 2.0, and probably just see what deals AT&T has, right? So if we do AT&T iPhone 17, please, if you can wait for the new iPhone 18 series, that would be amazing. But if you can't, it looks like the iPhone 17 you can get for up to $700 off. So $3.62 per month. But hold on, if we go back, iPhone 17 Pro, oh man, I think in order to get this, you actually need to be on a higher tier plan. And oh shoot, AT&T Extra or higher. That's fantastic. I think my advice holds true. If you want postpaid, AT&T is going to be the cheapest option. So that's what I would go for. Unfortunately, AT&T is terrible in my area, so check coverage before you switch. But I think that's it. I think those are my recommendations. And if you wanted to go directly from Apple, again, reminder that you can, in fact, finance the unlocked iPhones if you so chose. Jonathan, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. Do you have any recommendations for lowering Visible Plus plan monthly price? I joined on the $29 promo 11 months ago. My promo is ending soon. Honestly, the only way to lower your price is to leave and come back. I mean, the thing with Visible is even the full price is still an excellent value. If you were looking to lower your bill or keep something good going, I would maybe say consider switching to US Mobile for a bit. They have a great deal on their plan. Depends a little bit on usage and what specifically you're looking for. But if you do US Mobile annual, right, this will come out to $24.90 a month. So a little bit of savings there. If you the reason I suggest unlimited premium is this will give you the same priority data and include a smartwatch line for free, which is really nice. If you wanted to save some more money, that's where you could look at unlimited starter. It is worth just keeping in mind that if we go to the Best Phone Plans website and we do plans and we search for plans, what am I looking for? US Mobile unlimited starter. And then, okay, cool. The Dark Star version of the plan is deprioritized, but comes with truly unlimited data. The same Verizon coverage version of the plan, which is the Warp version, that's going to only come with 70 gigs of high speed before slowing you down to 1 megabit per second. And it's also going to be deprioritized. Whereas the Visible Plus plan, comes with priority data. So something to keep in mind there. There will be a little bit of a difference, but the pricing will be fantastic. Another thing you could do is consider switching to Total Wireless. Crazy to recommend this perhaps, but the price is phenomenal. You bring your own phone and all of a sudden you're going from $29 to $20 a month. Same priority data on Verizon, basically the same experience. The only downside is the website and mobile app I don't think are as good as on Visible, but there you go. LOLK Lolcandens. Forgive me for totally butchering that, but yes, the question is about Mint Mobile. Is Mint still running the $15 a month promo? Would you recommend that? Yes, I would absolutely recommend that. One of the best value plans you can get with T-Mobile coverage. If you get good T-Mobile service in your area, this is the plan to be on. It is literally the best value. That's what Mint is marketing it as, but it's true. It's true. I definitely would recommend that. What are you getting? I mean, everything you need at a just beautiful price. On the homepage here, it's on the homepage. I mean, that it's a top pick plan for me. Truly unlimited high-speed data. It is deprioritized. The way this works is you are getting 50 gigs at QCI 7 and then unlimited at QCI 9, 20 gigs of high-speed hotspot data, 480p video streaming, and then some decent international options if you need them. The international add-ons are reasonably affordable and will work in a pinch. So I definitely recommend Mint. I think they're a fantastic option. One Tech Critic, yo, what's up? What's up with the total $10 unlimited tablet add-on? Can you not just put the SIM into an Android phone and have another unlimited line for $10? You definitely cannot do that. They will super check I think they will check the IMEI of the device you're inserting the SIM card into, and they will probably not allow it to be in a phone or give you a hard time. It also might be data only, and that would prevent calls and texting from working. So that's my hypothesis. I don't know for sure. I have my cellular iPad sitting over there on the floor, so I will have to test that out and see what the activation process is like and how it works. I did see someone comment on my new video that Total doesn't support iPads, but that sounds crazy to me. So I'll have to double check that. Ricky, thank you so much for your generosity and support. On Visible, if you have Visible Plus Pro for $45 a month, can I switch to the yearly plan and take advantage of the sale for the year? Ricky, the unfortunate answer is no. It's only for new customers, and you can see that on the Visible website. So I'm sad to say it's not available for existing customers. It might be possible for you to reach out and see if they will honor it. I doubt it. It specifically says new members only here. So if I'm in your shoes and you want to lower your price, it might be worth considering some of the other options we've talked about. Heck, you could switch to Total, get, again, a phenomenal plan for $20 a month flat. That would cut your bill in over half, which is kind of shocking. Or if you wanted a very similar plan to Visible Plus Pro at a better rate, US Mobile Unlimited Premium. And this is specifically on the Warp network. We're getting the same priority data. You're getting the smartwatch line included for free. You're getting really great features at a great price. Let me actually pull up the full details for you. It is plans. US Mobile, Unlimited Premium Warp. Boom. All right, unlimited priority data. This is QCI 8 priority data. 50 gigs of hotspot data, which is excellent. 720p video streaming, and then superb international features, international texting, international calling, and you're getting 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigs in Canada and Mexico, as well as over 125 supported destinations. Great value, and you get that smartwatch line included. Love this plan. Normally $44 a month. That's the monthly rate. You can pick it up for a year for $24.90, $300 upfront for the year. So, Ricky, I hope that's helpful. If you do want to get a good deal on Visible, though, you will have to switch away and then switch back. Ooh, total $10 unlimited tablet plan is physical SIM only. No eSIM allowed. Well, it's a good thing I have a legacy 2021 iPad Pro. You know what? Let's get it on stage. This is it. The big boy, the big mamma jamma. We got the legacy iPad Pro. I think this is the M1. Apple doesn't really put any big distinguishing factors on this. So let me see if I pop into my settings, if I can find out. But the good news is this one has, I'm not tripping. Right there. You guys see that? No, ignore the scuff. Don't look at the scuff. I'll cover it up with my finger. Right there. The out of focus thing, right? Oh, it almost had it. There it is. It has the physical SIM card tray. So I think I should be good for getting this bad boy set up and activated on Total Wireless. Just another reason to buy a used iPad on Swappa or Back Market. I bought this on Swappa, actually. It was like $700 or something. And let me just do general about, what is this? It is an iPad Pro 12.9 inch, 5th generation. Doesn't tell me what processor it has, but it's the 5th gen. What is that? What processor does the 5th gen iPad Pro have? M1, Apple M1 from 2021. Look at that. And it works great. It plays YouTube videos phenomenally well. Okay. I've been using it exclusively for YouTube for a couple years now, and it works absolutely great. Yeah. Godzilla Tube. That's an M1 for sure. Yeah. That's surprising. Yeah. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. 8 megahertz WAN IP. Not 100% sure what that means, but appreciate the support and what I'm assuming is the good sentiment here. So thank you. The Drewski Show. I also buy my phones outright, so I don't lease or to not pay any later stuff. I think that is the way to do it. Hey, Stetson, is Pure Talk Wireless worth it for 3 months? My Mint Mobile plan is ending soon. I don't think so. Okay. And the reason is because you can get better plans elsewhere. I'll show you exactly what I mean. If we go to the Best Phone Plans website here, let me actually pull this up. Bam. And here we go. Perfect. All right, cool. When we're looking at the Best Phone Plans website, we go to plans and super easy. We'll do carriers, Pure Talk, boom, and US Mobile, boom. And because US Mobile has a lot of plans, we'll filter this by AT&T coverage because that's what they both use, or that's what Pure Talk uses. Let's do this case by case. All right, case number one, $20 a month for 3 gigs. Well, on US Mobile, you can get 5 gigs for $15. So that one's not worth it. All right, next one. 5 gigs for $25. Well, we just said you can get that for $15, so that one's not worth it. Next, we've got 10 gigs for $30. Well, US Mobile actually offers their 70 gig plan. Where is that? Oh, never mind. It's truly unlimited. You can get truly unlimited data on US Mobile with the unlimited starter plan for $25. So that means that Pure Talk plan isn't going to be worth it because US Mobile is going to be, what, $10 cheaper? $5 cheaper for exponentially more data. Same thing is going to apply to that $35 15 gig plan. Same thing is going to apply to that $45 25 gig plan. And of course, the same thing applies to the $55 60 gig plan and the $65 also 60 gig plan. The truth is, I think US Mobile just offers better plans at similar or better prices. I'd really encourage you to go with them over Pure Talk. Not that Pure Talk is a bad experience or a bad carrier. They're actually a fine experience. It's just the value you get for your dollar is going to be better with US Mobile. And let me just check, see if Pure Talk is having any deals or anything that I'm not aware of. Ooh, we have a website refresh, everybody. Someone got a fresh coat of paint, looking actually pretty nice. All right. Any wireless plan, $15 a month for 3 months. If that's what you're talking about, not necessarily a bad deal. US Mobile will still be better, but not necessarily terrible. And it looks like the pricing was still correct for all of that. Yeah, I mean, if you want 60 gigs of data with 30 gigs of hotspot, that's not a bad deal for $15. But keep in mind that it's not truly unlimited. It's not the same as on US Mobile. The $300 off a new phone is tempting. But again, it's all about unit economics, people. You got to do the math. After the 3 months, this plan jacks up in price. You're going to have a locked phone. It's not going to be a good time. It's not going to be a good time. It'll be more expensive, I think, in the long run. Yeah. So just take a look. Yeah. The Drewski Show. Yes, I hated being locked in for 2 years. The one time I did it years ago. Terrible. Ooh, I did not hear about this. Cool Extreme Games. Hey, Stetson, did you hear about Total Wireless's free activation in store for this month? I had not heard about that. So that is actually good to hear. Nice opportunity, I guess, to go in store and get activated for a change. All right, the Drewski Show. Is it worth leaving T-Mobile for Visible? I currently pay $154, rounding up, for 3 lines. I have their Go 5G Plus plan. I would say probably. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, the Go 5G Plus plan is the top plan, so you're likely still getting the best device deals. But even with that, I think it would make more sense to go off contract and go with a prepaid carrier. And you can kind of see that here. Let's say I'm gonna have to update my. I guess if you still get the 24-month deals, that's pretty good. But you've got 3 lines. Let's say everyone gets the Pro model iPhone. You'll save money with the $25 prepaid plan. You'd probably save money with even a $45 plan. Yeah, I think the savings you can get on the plan itself will really make going prepaid worth it, particularly Visible. I mean, you'd be knocking your bill down. What would you be doing? Let's see, plans. If you got everyone on Visible Plus Pro with that annual deal, a lot of money up front. Not going to deny that. But that would be $18.75 times 3 lines, the equivalent of about $56 per month. Okay, so you would cut your bill almost in a third by putting everyone on that plan for the year. But of course, the year is only temporary, so it's almost better to look at the regular pricing. Let's say you put everyone on Visible Plus. That's going to be $35 a month. And that would end up being $105. So you'd be saving about maybe $50 a month-ish. And you have the opportunity to save a little bit more if you take advantage of this specific Save 6 promo. That's nice savings boost there and some other things. Maybe it depends if you want T-Mobile coverage or if you want Verizon coverage, if you've checked in your area or not. But I would lean towards it. I think going off contract, you get some nice perks. I will counter argument to myself though. Counterpoint, T-Mobile does include some nice perks, right? Go to T-Mobile's website, check out their plans. They do include some decent subscription services, right? You're getting, no, get out of here, pop-up. T-Satellite included, potentially. I actually can't remember if Go 5G Plus has that. You're getting probably Netflix Standard on Us with ads. Could be a great value add. Apple TV for just $3 a month. Easily the best streaming service out right now, in my opinion. Hulu on Us, another fantastic value. I'm not sure if you get the watch and tablet lines. Do I have this? I added a feature. Let's reset to view legacy plans. So if I do T-Mobile, reset. So T-Mobile, no, reset. Reset. Is it resetting or no? This might be a bug on the website. I will be looking into this later. Let's see what happens here. It's still loading. Wow. Okay. Oh, Go 5G Plus did not have that T satellite add-on. Voodoo saying, Drew, if you're buying your phones outright, it's a no-brainer. Depends on Verizon is in your area. That's facts. And I think Drew did say that earlier in the stream. If you buy your phones outright, you should 100% switch off of T-Mobile. Because the only way T-Mobile's worth it is if you do the carrier financing deals. All right. Coverage, no. Carrier, T-Mobile. There it is. And I think we have the legacy plans turned on. Wow, this is super not working. All right, we'll just go back to the chat. The Drewski Show. Thank you. All right, I think we answered it. I think you answered it without necessarily needing the site. I'll keep my eye on it. Unsure why it's being a little bit slower right now. Ooh, cool extreme games. Oh, and also Stetson, did you hear about Elon Musk's proposal, Starlink Mobile, to compete with all three carriers in the US a couple days ago? I have heard about this. It sounds like he will be doing it. And I guess mixed feelings. I mean, on one hand, this could actually be the fourth big wireless carrier in the US. This could add some excellent competition to a somewhat stagnant place where we've got the big three just added again. So this could be a welcome competitor. On the other hand, I actually don't have another hand. I likely a good, likely net positive, I think. So we'll see what happens. Maybe the negative is that spectrum licenses, right? I don't think Starlink and SpaceX or whatever conglomerate this is. Oh my God. Sorry, we got an error. The host. What kind of host is this? Not treating its guests very well is what it's doing. Anyway, back to Starlink. I don't think they have enough spectrum for a terrestrial network, and I would be concerned about the feasibility of building that out. And if are they going to get in? They need an MVNO deal at the moment, I think. So what network do they ride on? Does that really give rise to the fourth largest wireless carrier that I was talking about? Is it really good competition? I don't know. I don't have the answers. We'll see how it shakes out. Curious to follow along. I think Starlink bought some of Dish's spectrum, but not all of it. And I think AT&T bought some as well. I don't think they have enough. Like, they couldn't just repurpose Dish's network. I mean, if they wanted to, like, I think that would have been the move. As someone who's very naive and somewhat out of it, but I feel like Dish already built a network. It was working. It was actually quite good if you got access to it. So I almost feel like if Starlink wanted to do something, it would have been buy Dish, which is hopefully would have been pretty appropriately priced because it was not doing well. And then they could take the spectrum, take the network, and launch their own. But hard to say. Hard to say. Stetson, you have two hands. I can see it. Jordan, you got me. You got me. I do have two hands. Got me dead to rights. Scuffed is saying, I'm going to try it and switch to visible. Good luck. Good luck. Elon is objectively a terrible person, though. True. He's made some pretty positive impacts in the world. So mixed feelings on him for sure. Definitely controversial person is what I'll say. Definitely controversial. Interesting. Jared is saying, I read that Starlink is going to use T-Mobile towers. And then when you get into areas where T-Mobile doesn't have coverage, you switch to Starlink internet. I'm very curious how that handoff will work, what the impact will be on battery life for our devices, and yeah, how it all works. All right. Text 3621 just recently switched to Boost Mobile, which was on T-Mobile towers in my area, to AT&T to get 3 new iPhones financed. Is the Value 2.0 plan all right for daily use, and the Extra 2.0 plan? Yeah, the Value 2.0 plan is fantastic. It gives you everything you need at a great price. I think the best way to... we are so back, ladies and gentlemen. Best way to show this is just to filter by AT&T. Filter by AT&T. That's what I said. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I don't really want the age 55 plus. Do we have discounts? Do I have a regular price? No. Well, it'll just be, actually, you know what? Compare, clear, value, extra, premium, elite. Compare. Go to comparison. You don't even really need the top tier plans. The bottom ones are going to be the best value. Value 2.0, $50 a month starting price. If you have 3 lines, it'll drop down a little bit. 5 gigs of priority, super nice. 3 gigs of hotspot, it'll work in a pinch. That's pretty much everything you need. And you get the device deals. Keep in mind, value 2.0 is typically about $500 of device credit, right? So if you do, let's say, an AT&T iPhone 17 Pro Max or whatever it is, we go in here, we see the offers up to $1,100 off, see offer details. The requirements are that you are on a higher tier plan. So $1,100 off requires that AT&T Extra 2.0 plan. That's actually pretty good. This also requires AT&T Extra 2.0. $500 off is for AT&T Value 2.0. So worth doing the math. Oh, wait, we have done the math. Boom, here it is. Here's all the math. Value 2.0 for 3 lines is going to be cheaper than Extra 2.0 for the Pro model, the base model, and the Pro Max model. All right, I take back everything. Go with the Value 2.0. It's going to be cheaper no matter what, pretty much. And it's got all the core features. If you're like, I do need priority data and I do need more hotspot, that's where it makes sense to upgrade to Extra 2.0. And that'll give you the 100 gigs of priority and the 50 gigs of hotspot. But for most people, Value 2.0 is where it's at. And AT&T does let you mix and match, so you can switch plans and stuff anytime you want to. So I hope that's helpful. Whoa. John is saying, I just had a major overhaul with Verizon, paid off all the devices. I'd almost saved $200 a month, took off insurance too. That's good. Big ups for that. Thinking about switching to maybe Visible or Total Wireless. Visible, better app, better account experience. Each line will need its own separate account. So keep that in mind. Total Wireless, the app and website have room to improve, but it's a great value as well. So I'd probably just look at the numbers, see what you want to do. If you want to do annual plans or if you want to do monthly, I think if you want to do monthly, all lines, one account, Total Wireless is going to be a little bit more convenient for that. If you want to try and maximize savings, perks, or get the smartwatch line, that's where Visible is going to be a little bit better. And it is worth mentioning, again, bring up the big boy. Look, this is fucking massive. Look at this. It's like the size of my head. If you want a tablet line, that's why I brought the tablet out. The tablet line works on Total, doesn't work on Visible. Visible does not support tablets. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, it's so true. Oh yeah, Voodoo, get those bad boys unlocked stat. That's a fact. You wanna get that unlocked. Total Wireless is a 5-year guarantee, right? That's the deal breaker right there. I don't think that's the deal breaker. I truly do not see, like, think about it. If you are a prepaid carrier that is reaching either a very savvy marketplace of users, which is what you guys are, or people who are just more budget conscious, if you raise the price on their old plan, they're probably going to leave and go to another budget carrier. So I really don't think the prices are going to go up. I think it did have a 5-year price guarantee, but I don't think I've seen Total Wireless advertising that on their website. Hang on, Total Wireless. All right, here's the site. You can tell we are a bit zoomed out, so let's zoom back in. This does not appear to mention a price lock. Let's just do shop plans. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing a price lock. But you can see the multi-line pricing. Yeah. Let me see. Total wireless price lock. Oh, here we go. 5-year price guarantee. Here it is. It's right here. It's hiding. Whoo. 5-year price guarantee. They keep that great price for 5 years with taxes and fees included. So there you go. At least 5 years. The website is so bad. You're right. Thank you. I appreciate the validation. It's horrible. It's so horrible. Kevin asking, did you see US Mobile supports Samsung watches now? That's great news. This will, again, only be on the Verizon network on US Mobile, but fantastic to see that more smartwatches have reached the US Mobile ecosystem. If you guys are curious on the smartwatch plan that US Mobile offers, it is right here. I'd probably consider the monthly for this free with unlimited premium, unlimited texting, calling, and data. And if you want a standalone watch plan, boom, $950 a month. You can save a little bit with the annual, brings it down to $650 a month. Really great value. Really great value. Only works on the Verizon network, though. Only works on the Verizon network. As an AT&T RSC, not 100% sure what RSC means. The T-Mobile acquisition has been great business. LMAO, best months I've had ever. That is fantastic. Shout out to you. That tone dude. K9KU99, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. We've got a question from King Krill. Klarna or Cash App Mobile, which would you choose? Both are identical plans feature-wise, okay? Identical plans. So which would I choose? I need to get Cash App on the Best Phone Plans website. So thank you for that reminder. And note to Claude, who's going to be reading this transcript later. Claude, when you're reading this, remind me that I need to add Cash App Mobile to bestphoneplans.net. All right. They're both the same plan, so it really comes down to price. Cash App is taxes and fees included. Klarna is taxes extra. So it could be worth seeing what your total price is with Klarna, and if that ends up being lower than Cash App or higher than Cash App. It also comes down to what are you going to be using more of? Like if you're going to be using Cash App more, probably makes sense to sign up for Cash App Mobile. If you're going to be using Klarna more, you're big into Klarna, probably makes sense to just sign up for the Klarna mobile plan. But the plans and service themselves are identical. AT&T, we'll just pull it up for you so you can see. We'll pull up the Klarna plan because that is the only one I have. Boom. All right. So again, $35 a month plus tax versus I think Cash App is $40 a month, taxes and fees included. So it's possible Klarna ends up being a little bit cheaper. Both give you unlimited priority. This is unlimited QCI8 priority data. 10 gigs of hotspot, 4K video streaming, which is excellent. Uncapped, no cap there. You're getting, oh yeah, this is kind of tricky. It's 1,000 minutes and texts, or basically 1,000 units of texting and calling, and you can choose to use those as however you add up to 1,000. You're getting unlimited data, I think. Yep, unlimited data in Canada, Mexico, and international roaming not supported, but Klarna, I believe, will be launching international eSIMs very soon. So there we go. For the US Mobile deal you posted on your channel today, can you do more than one line? When I was testing out signing up, it showed that you can't add a line. I believe you can. Let me just sign in for you, and I think I can kind of show you how that works. So we'll sign in. Always risky business, but let's see what we got. Bam, unlocked. Shout out to 1Password. I was like, I should join their affiliate program. I am part of their affiliate program. I should really link to them. Here we go. I need to sign in for here. Boom. Oh man, the verification code has not been pasting incorrectly. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. This is the account. Oh, one-time password just reset. There it is. And we're in. Hacked into my own account. We made it. Glad I'm still able to do that. Okay, cool. let's see what happens. So you're on US Mobile. You're going to be like me. You're going to have at least one active line, maybe two active lines, maybe two active lines and one expired line. Happens to the best of us. You're going to go to the plus button, add a line. You see that? Boom. Click on that. Let's do unlimited. And you can see, ooh, wait, do we need to do a promo code or anything? Maybe it is just one line. US Mobile plans. All networks eligible. Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Wait, let me just, I can't 100% remember what the next screen is, so let me make sure. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Wait. This is it. This was big. Let's go back. Can I go back one? Is there a back button here? Back. Boop. Check it out. You're on here. It looks like it's going to be $270 for 12 months. Why does it look like that? Because that's exactly what it says, $270 for 12 months. But check this out. You go ahead, you click continue. Boom. Only $199 plus 20 automatically applied. Drops that to, wait, sorry, that's the full price. Down here at the bottom, under the comments, you guys can't see it. Wait, I got to zoom out so the UI, it's still at the bottom. The comment still covers it. Oh my God. All right, let me zoom in so it's bigger font and let me hide the comment. I can't even, here we go. Boom, here it is. More ways to connect. Oh my God, we got a pop-up covering it. There it is. $199. Okay, so the answer is yes. You can do this, I believe, for as many lines as you would like. And it wasn't on that first screen. It was on the second screen here. And that's where you get the $199. So there you go. They could probably improve that is what I would say. But you can get it. That's the answer. All right, we got to get out of here. Signing into my account is risky. Do you know the QCI for Klarna or Cash App QCI 8 priority data on AT&T? I'm sure AT&T is good in some states. Bro, me too. But in Wisconsin, it's just very bad and super slow. Sounds like Colorado compared to T-Mobile and Verizon. Yep, I'm glad, Jared, you are living exactly what I'm living here. Terrible. More likely, Bisky Rizness. What do you think of T-Mobile satellite as a data line? I think if this is the $10 50 gig plan, could be the move. Could be a great move. All right, T-Mobile migrated my OnePlus plan to Experience Signature, $180 a month plus taxes and fees on 4 lines. Comparable to Experience More, worth it without Netflix, $9 Hulu. True plan cost is $183 after taxes and fees. Look, it's not necessarily bad for 4 lines, right? But you could be doing a little bit better, right? You could be doing, we got 4 lines. Let's say everyone gets the Pro Max model iPhone. Where are you at for the similar to Experience More? Is that what it says? Comparable to Experience More. Looks like the pricing here I have is $187 after taxes and fees. So very similar to what you have listed. Net cost for the Pro Max model, $8,243, assuming you upgrade every 3 years. This actually, even though T-Mobile switched over to the 3-year financing, this likely is still correct because I wasn't doing, because it's the net cost over 3 years is basically why. And now that's exactly what it would be anyway. So it is more expensive. I think you would likely save a lot of money if you decided to switch to a different plan that had a lower monthly rate. What comes to my mind is simply one of the Metro by T-Mobile plans. So if we do, we can just do carrier Metro by T-Mobile. Bam. Oh, I love this new website. I love this new website that updates so fast on time during the live stream, right? Right? Oh my gosh. Right. As I was saying, oh, and we need 4 lines. Boom, 4 lines. Now we'll twiddle our thumbs for a little bit. It's a new process we're working on. Yeah, man, look, 180 a month, and you're getting all the phone deals. 140 a month, you'd be saving $40. maybe worth it, probably not. The 120 could be worth it, but that's deprioritized, 8 gigs of hotspot. Like, the truth is, you're getting a great plan. Factor in the phone deals if you choose to do those, and not necessarily a bad value. If everyone got their own line and you were doing the deals, like, say you wanted to keep T-Mobile coverage and you guys were all like, hey, we're all going to get Mint and get out of here. No thanks. Man, I just get hit with so many pop-ups on this live stream. If you're like, all right, we're all going to do Mint, we switch to that, every person for themselves, I think that will save you a lot of money, right? 15 bucks times 4, $60 a month, add in taxes and fees. Maybe you're at 75 a month. That's easily saving you over $100 a month in service. So definitely up to you. I would say it's not necessarily a bad value. All right, we have some super chats coming in. Green, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Your thoughts on the nothing future in the U.S. market. Now, this might sound like a confusing question to some people. What Green is asking about is Nothing phone, the Nothing phones. So there's a company called Nothing, a bold choice for a phone company, because now the name of the company is Nothing and you're talking about nothing. And everyone's like, why are you talking about nothing? But you are talking about something, in fact. Look, I think they've got a niche audience. They've got a cool design. I don't know. I don't think they're necessarily worth it for the US market. I think most people will get a better experience and likely a better phone by buying a refurbished or gently used flagship device, right? Instead of getting a Nothing 4A Pro, you can grab, and we were just looking at the Pixel 10. You can grab let's do back market. Galaxy, what do we want? S25? An S25 unlock starting at 418. Jeez. Let's do 425, good condition. That's cheaper. Last year's Galaxy S25, which guaranteed has better specs, is a cheaper price. And this is with the battery boost. Oh, I guess it's only a couple dollars extra. Oh, it's without the battery boost. Wait a minute. This is cheaper. Boom. There we go. That's what I would do. 100%. All day, every day. Oh, it looks like I'm trading something in. Let's get rid of that. Are we still cheaper? We're at the same price. All right, well, we can save money with the Galaxy S24. Boom. Now we're saving money and getting a phone that is still probably better. That's what I think. All right. Ian Luke Rodriguez, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. What is the best phone plan with the T-Mobile network? I live in Houston, Texas, and T-Mobile is the best here. Actually curious to check that out. Let's find out at ye olde CoverageMap.com. It's actually a pretty new website in the grand scheme of the internet. We're going to 77,339 Kingwood, Texas. Zooming in here. I always like doing the performance breakdown. Oh my gosh. T-Mobile median download speed 412.6 megabits per second. Absolutely phenomenal. Shockingly, AT&T in second. We don't see this very often. 145.1 megabits per second. Verizon comfortably in third. It's in third. It's last, that's for sure. T-Mobile, definitely the best choice. Ian, definitely depends on how much you want to spend and what you're looking for in a plan. My personal pick, if I were going to sign up for the T-Mobile network right now, I'm signing up for Mint Mobile Unlimited. $180 upfront for the year. Add in taxes and fees. Probably looking at like $200. And it's going to be truly unlimited. Let me just pull up the plan details here. It's actually on the homepage because it's one of my top picks. Unlimited annual. Regular price, $30 a month. Even at the regular price, it's a decent value. That first year savings, super nice. You're getting truly unlimited high-speed data. It's deprioritized, but in your area in Kingwood, where T-Mobile's median speeds are 412 megabits per second, you can bet That's not going to make any difference whatsoever. It makes zero difference here in Longmont, Colorado. 20 gigs of hotspot, plenty of hotspot, I think, for using it in a pinch. And you've got some decent international add-ons if you need them. But really, price performance here, you can't beat it. Best option on the T-Mobile network, in my opinion. So I hope that is helpful and definitely appreciate it. All right, Hoff King Pin, do you know if Total has 5G standalone? I actually think I do know that. And I think the answer is no. Let me pop into settings here. Let me go to cellular. We've got my Total Max 5G line. Perfect. Wait, cellular data switching. No, get out of here. I don't want that turned on. We have voice and data. This is the Total wireless line on my iPhone. Looks like it's just 5G on LTE or 5G auto. Not seeing an option for 5G standalone. So I think the answer is no. I also don't think it's necessarily, I mean, maybe it makes a bigger difference in some areas, but I don't think it's that huge at the moment, at this particular moment. Mobile fees are pretty steep. Yeah, it is true. It kind of depends where you live. It's still net a good value, but it's definitely not the same. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's do unlimited eSIM, Apple, select the model. Why do I need to select the model phone for eSIM? Add to cart. We're going to thumb our fingers. Okay, proceed to checkout. Billing details. Let me auto-fill this. I think that's good. Email address. Throw that in. Papow. Yep. All right, here we go. You can zoom in on this. That way the address is kind of cut off. This is the full price for an address in Denver, Colorado. 50% off, subtotal, $180. Free digital delivery. Thank goodness the free, like the eSIM is free. I'm glad you're able to send an email. Recovery fee, $25.25. Taxes and surcharges, $2.93. Grand total, $208.18. So that's going to be the total for Mint for your first year. What does that come out to? 208 divided by 12, $17.33 per month. So still an excellent value, but you're right, there are a bunch of fees in there. These will vary. Actually, the recovery fee doesn't vary. It's going to be $25.25 no matter what. So it's just this little bit that varies. So it's not going to vary that much. So there you go. I hope that is helpful. All right, we got a lot of super chats coming in. You guys are amazing. All right, we've got Punjabi Boy. Wow, thank you. Thought about Visible Plus annual plan from your video today. Would Mint be better? Need unlimited priority data, no international, happy with my T-Mobile coverage, phones bought outright. So Mint is not priority. I want to emphasize that. But it also doesn't matter. I do not think priority data matters on the T-Mobile network. Okay, a lot of T-Mobile customers, in fact, are on deprioritized plans. How do I know this? Because a lot of T-Mobile customers sign up for, wait for it, the Essentials plan, because it's the cheapest. And this is deprioritized. The fact of the matter is T-Mobile's network is just so fast, right? Look, let me show you how fast T-Mobile is. We're just going to do download speed. We're looking at the best download speed, and we're just going to color it by the best carrier. Look at this map. What color stands out to you? To my eyes, a whole lot of magenta, a whole lot of pink. That's all T-Mobile. Zoom into this area. T-Mobile's got the fastest speeds. Let's go to New York City. Well, I take that back. Verizon is millimeter wave here, and it's a whole lot of red. So let's get out of New York City because that doesn't prove my point. And we are looking for confirmation bias here. Connecticut, all magenta. Rhode Island, all magenta. Massachusetts, all magenta except for Boston and all this rural area. Like, there is so much magenta around the country. I truly do not think the priority data matters. So on T-Mobile specifically, or if it does matter, it'll be a very niche scenario, and you probably won't want to be on your phone anyway. You should just be like rocking out to the concert, enjoying the music, enjoying the vibes, and not trying to like post your Instagram story. So that's my hot take. Would Mint be better? They're different. Let's do a breakdown. Mint versus Visible. Compare 4. Let's clear this. We have Mint here. We've got the Visible Plus Pro annual plan. We don't have that on the homepage. Visible. Actually, this will show up because there's only 3 of them. Bam, add a comparison. Compare. First and foremost, definitely depends on coverage. If you're happy with T-Mobile coverage, I would automatically lean towards Mint so you get coverage that you know is good and that you're happy with. In terms of features, both are giving you unlimited high-speed data. Again, slight difference in priority. Mint, 50 gigs at QCI 7 and then unlimited at QCI 9. I don't think this is a big deal, but worth knowing. Visible, it is unlimited priority data on the Verizon network. That's going to be QCI 8. Hotspot, this is a big difference. If you're a heavy hotspot user, you're going to want to go with Visible. Unlimited at 15 megabits per second, basically impossible to beat. Mint, 20 gigs at full speeds. If you're not using hotspot often, this is going to be perfect. Video streaming, Visible, got to give a nod to them. Full 4K quality. Mint, 480p. You can get around this by using a VPN. And honestly, it's not bad. It's 480p at 2.5 megabits per second. A lot of social media sites will work just fine at those speeds. Accessory lines. There is a difference here. Mint does not support a smartwatch. Visible includes a smartwatch line. Mint offers a $5 3 gig tablet line add-on. Kind of a pitiful amount of data in my opinion, but it's there. Visible, no tablet support. International features, massive difference. Mint, room to improve. International calling only to Canada and Mexico. 3 gigs in Canada, $5 a day in Mexico, and then $5 a day for 1 gig of international data. Visible, free international texting, 500 minutes to 85 countries. Oh, you said no international. Well, I'm already on a roll. 2 gigs a day in Canada and Mexico, and 24 international days per year is a better plan. Depends on what you need based on your description. I do think Mint would likely be a better plan for your specific needs. Does come down to coverage though. Head up CoverageMap.com, throw in your zip code, see how everything compares. But I would personally feel a little hesitant switching to a network I hadn't tried for a full year. So I would want to try the Verizon network before fully sending it. And definitely do not try Visible, right? If you're going to sign up for them with a deal, what you want to do is try a different company, say US Mobile, do like 1 month, see what it's like, and then go ahead and do that with like a secondary number or something, and then switch to Visible. But yeah, I would lean towards Mint in that scenario. So I hope that's helpful. We've got a super chat coming in from Doug Z. Have you tried Cash App Mobile and what is their QCI? Doug, I have not tried Cash App Mobile. I have tried Klarna Mobile. Both are provided by a company called Gigs. So the plan is the same. You search for Gigs, not now. Gigs, here we go. The OS for embedded telecom. They power Cash App. Wait for it. Revolut. Starlink. Haven't heard of that one either. Wait for it. Motorola. That's news to me. Didn't know they were doing stuff with Motorola. Santander. Definitely, we're missing it. AT&T. Well, they're using AT&T. And Klarna. Boom. There it is. Is that the full list? And Sezzle. So Klarna, Sezzle, and Cash App are all the same plan. They all run on AT&T, and it's going to be the same network experience. If you're interested, I have reviewed Klarna, so you can check that out. The QCI is 8. It's unlimited priority data. Look, here's the plan. Let's go to plans and then Klarna. I got to get this on the site. We got to move. So Klarna does $35 a month plus tax. Cash App, $40 a month, taxes and fees included. Both unlimited priority, QCI 8 on AT&T. So make sure you get good AT&T coverage. 10 gigs of hotspot, 4K video streaming, and decent international features is what I would say. Oh, I blocked YouTube again. That's probably healthy. Okay. Overloader. What is the best unlimited tablet line standalone and with a phone line with all 3 networks? Whew, man. Hitting me with the hard questions. All right, well, we have a website for this, so let's put it to use. Bam. Best phone plans, reset, starting from square one. That means let's just do coverage AT&T. We don't care about anything except the ability to add a tablet line. Where is it? Boom. I think, man, I think US Mobile, I'm 90% sure that US Mobile just lets you put any of their plans in a tablet, and that would make them the single best option probably on all three networks. So that's going to be a top pick for sure, especially on the AT&T network where you can do like the unlimited starter plan, unlimited high-speed data for $25 a month. Grab it on sale right now. That's going to be fantastic. Yeah, I probably wouldn't mess around too much with any of the other options. Cricket, I think, will be really good too. You can do unlimited annual for the phone line, and then let's actually do Cricket tablet plans. $15. I think this requires requires eligible monthly phone plan and compatible tablet. Really good value. I think if you do hotspot data plans, these will work in a tablet. And 55 for 100 gigs is fabulous. Looks like you can actually get 200 gigs when you bundle a phone plan. So if you're bundling a phone plan, you should probably just get the dedicated tablet line. But this, I believe, should work in a tablet. AT&T prepaid, also decent. Spelled plans wrong there. Bam. 55 for 50 gigs. Not as good as Cricket, but not terrible. $90 for 100 gigs. You should probably skip that one. That's what I would say for the AT&T network. I'd probably do Cricket or US Mobile, and probably worth confirming with US Mobile that they do in fact support it. If we wanted to do let's go ahead and do the T-Mobile network now. So we have cooking. US Mobile, again, very strong contender. Mint, they technically support tablet lines, but $5 a month for 3 gigs, I think is a pitiful amount for a tablet where you're trying to actually get work done. So I would lean again towards just throwing a US Mobile line in there. I think that's going to be a fantastic value. Looks like Red Pocket would also support that functionality. So that could be, I guess, an option to consider. Metro by T-Mobile, that's actually a pretty good all-in-one solution as well. Wow, the spelling is deteriorating rapidly. All right, tablet line. Oh, man. Oh, I was like, these are terrible. I was looking at 2 gigs, 5 gigs, and 8 gigs. No, all of the tablet lines are unlimited, but the hotspot that the tablet has is what changes. So $20 to add a tablet line is fantastic. I do think you need an active voice line. And you can bring it to their best value tablet plan, their best value plan for $5. So that's a really good add-on as well. I think T-Mobile prepaid data only plans, expensive, 50 gigs for $50. That's on par with AT&T prepaid and right around Cricket. So that maybe is an option. If you want a Metro data only plan, I think you actually just do the tablet hotspot data plans. Here we go. $50 a month for 100 gigs. That could be a good standalone option. I don't think you need a voice line for any of these. So that seems pretty good. All right, last option, Verizon network. This is where Total Wireless just rocks. So again, US Mobile, I believe all their plans will work. So check that out. Mobile X, if you want to pay per gig, likely will be pretty expensive though. And then you've got Red Pocket, Spectrum, actually not necessarily a bad option either. But for the standalone, yeah, Total Max 5G should be here if it's not, because that's fantastic. Here, Total Max 5G, $10 to add that unlimited tablet line. Requires a physical SIM, as we learned earlier in this stream. Unlimited data plan. If you do Total Wireless and you want to shop their tablet plans, you can see, wait for it. Oh, I guess shop tablet plans. There we go. Sorry, I guess I didn't click on that. $50 and $60 respectively standalone, but you get a $40 line discount if you're an existing wireless customer, if you have a voice line. So that's probably what I would do on the Verizon network. So overloader, I hope that is helpful. Definitely a lot of options. Depends on network coverage, what you want to do, bundling and stuff. But you probably want to get a Google sheet going, crunch some numbers, and figure out that best deal. So I hope that's helpful. Yeah. Google Fi Premium is pretty good for that. That's actually so fair. I'll give them a shout out, I guess, on the T-Mobile network. A little expensive, but kind of worth it at the same time. Depends on your use case. The plan, there it is. Wait for it. Unlimited Premium. You can just get free SIMs, data-only SIM cards that you can pop in your tablet and stuff. Downside, all devices are pulling from that 100 gigs of high-speed data allotment. That can go pretty quickly, I think, if you're using a tablet. So I would be mindful of that. Cheapest way to get a Note 8. Am I reading that right? Service and phone? You mean like the Note, the Galaxy Note, like from years ago? When did the Note 8 come out? The 2017 Note 8? Sorry. Is this it? Definitely Swappa, I guess. Galaxy Note 8. Man, I remember these phones being so good. Looks like you get one for $83 and then just pick a plan. Oh, the Fold 8, not the Note 8. That's probably it. Fold 8. Sorry, no worries. No worries. Hence the confusion. Yeah, if you're doing a Fold 8, high probability, best option is through Samsung. I mean, if you're trading in a device, Samsung will give you good trading credit, so do that. And then I would go prepaid. For one line, I don't think you can beat that, is what I would say. Yeah. Google Fi, maybe. Look, we're on Google Fi right now. Offers. The thing is, $1,300 off with eligible plans. Terms apply. You have to do the following. You have to be on unlimited premium. Activate the device on new unlimited premium or flexible plan within 30 days of shipment confirmation. And then to qualify for the $700 rebate, you need to do all the following. Activate the device on unlimited premium or flexible plan and keep the qualifying account active for 24 months. So you're stuck there for 2 years. So it's really like, I think you want unlimited premium to get an actual usable plan because the flexible plan is terrible. And you have to do the net cost. So the net device cost, $1,300 off. And it's a, wait, what are we looking at? Are we doing the Z Fold 8? Not to be confused with the Z Fold 8 Ultra, I think is what it's called. And that was $1,900. So $1,900, oops, minus the $1,300 discount, $600 sounds pretty good. But hang on 1 second here. We can do a calculator. How about that? $600 for the phone, plus we're going to be on service for 24 months, and it's a $65 plan plus taxes. Let's call it $72. I think that's actually quite reasonable for that. And we're looking at $23.28 total cost, okay, over 2 years. That's actually not terrible considering the discount you're getting on the device. But, oh man, this is actually crazy. You could buy the phone at full price if you somehow didn't have a device to trade in. Z Fold 8. We'll do the $1,900. $1,900 plus, this is crazy, Mint Mobile's 50% off plan or deal is only going to be, pull up another calculator, $1,900 plus 180. Well, I added taxes and fees to Google Fi, so we know it's going to be closer to 208. So let's do 208. Bam. 2,108. All right, where'd my calculator go? The Mint version, 2108. Google Fi, 2328. You'd save money with Mint. So definitely worth considering the options, what you want to do, what you want to be with, what you want for coverage. But yeah, I'm always in favor of getting unlocked and not being stuck with a deal like that. Plus, if you have any other device that you can trade into Samsung, this will knock the net cost down substantially. You just do unlocked, trade in, Samsung. Let's say you've got an S25, boom, $340, add that into extra savings. Anthony, thank you so much for your generosity and support. What is the best phone plan / network for Las Vegas? Let's go ahead and pull that up for you here. CoverageMap.com, boom. Let's go ahead and search for Las Vegas. I think Verizon is known to be quite good in Las Vegas. Yes. Oh my God, AT&T is actually good. Guys, we found another good AT&T city. That's fantastic. T-Mobile, surprisingly the worst. I'd probably do Verizon and the current single best value plan. There's two of them on the Verizon network. They're going to be the Visible Plus Pro annual plan, $225 for a year. Comes out to $18.75 a month. Phenomenal. If you wanted a monthly plan, that's where the Total Wireless plan comes into play. Bring your own phone for $20 a month. It's going to be $30 for your first month and then $20 a month thereafter. One of the best deals in wireless. So I think that's the move. Yeah, I mean, I'll address it. Why did CoverageMap sunset the option to upload speed tests from other providers? Yeah, it was a decision we made. Unfortunately, it's for the best. Part of it is we really want to encourage people to use the CoverageMap app, especially with all the new data we're able to collect with the background signal strength mapping, particularly on Android. We want to encourage people to use the app, to consider opting into background signal strength mapping to really help build out more robust and more accurate coverage maps for everyone. We also feel that our app does, I hit the microphone there, our app does a better job, we think, with real world network performance, where we're testing against third-party servers. Most of them are Cloudflare, a lot of them are Vultr, all of them are rated for over 10 gigabit per second speeds. And because we're testing against third-party servers, your network traffic is actually routing through a network to reach the server. Other apps will sometimes, let's say you're a Verizon customer. In other apps, you might test against a Verizon server. That is a server Verizon hosts in network. It's not showing you the true path out to the internet, because when you're browsing the internet, like you're not browsing the internet that's on a Verizon server. You're going out to another hosting provider to pull down the website. But when you test against a Verizon server, you're cutting out a lot of potential poor peering agreements. You're making the travel distance of the connection shorter. And Verizon is sure as heck going to try and make sure that speed is as fast as possible. And is that an accurate representation of the real world results? We think it's not. It's fun to get the fastest speed, but we think it's not as representative of the real world network performance, because in the real world, you're going to have the poor peering agreements. You're going to have your data route in weird ways sometimes. And that's what we really want to capture. So that's part of the reason. There's more that I can't share, but I think it's sad. It's unfortunate, but it's the right move, unfortunately for us. So there you go. Is Lightspeed getting QCI 6 soon? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Anthony, I got you. You're welcome. Unless that was to someone else in the chat, in which case they got you, and hopefully you got sorted there. Poor Gavel, thanks. You are welcome. Whoa. You see my peak upload speed. Now I'm curious. You have piqued my interest. Launch map. All right, where are we going? We're going to Pier 39, San Francisco. Ooh, okay. Zooming in. We're looking at best, so we need to do average. Let's get out of here. We're going to do a heat map of AT&T, and we're going to be looking at average. There it is. Bam. 1361. Upload speed 85. Whoa, wait a minute. Upload speed max. I mean, you can kind of see it here. 716 megabits per second. Wow. That's actually crazy. There it is. We also redesigned this, by the way. Fun little announcement. We redesigned the panel to try and make it easier to understand what all of these numbers mean and what the rating is. So we rated them. 4 is going to be fair. 1 is going to be poor. We've got some, good ones. This is for the upload speed. But yeah, new design there. That's crazy. Yeah, poor Gavel. Knew it had something to do with accuracy. With other apps, you can fake tests very easily. So, Kevin, I'll believe it when I see it with that company. I'll believe it when I see it. That's crazy. I think they all share the same tower that's right there at Pier 39. Very cool. Very cool. All right. You guys are amazing. I got tired, so I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for tuning in to another live stream. Again, don't miss my latest video. Let me see if I can pull that up. The YouTube. Oh, is it still blocked? Let me wait for it to unblock. Here we go. Unblock. Boom. It's good. Blocking YouTube saves me a lot of time every day. My gosh. I have fiber. Why does it feel like my internet is so slow? View my channel. Bam. Wow, it's like we're getting Inception right now. $20 unlimited premium plans. This one right here. Actually, I'm also low-key stoked. I tried out some new camera settings, and I think the colors actually came out really well. So I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, check out this video. Watch it. It's all about the best plans you can get for $20 or less, which you probably already know if you watch this live stream. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Download the free CoverageMap app. Hit the like button. Share this with a friend. All that good stuff. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Monday. All right. Take care and have a great week ahead. All right. Bye.